Hello there. Today I want to talk with you about something that you may not have thought of, and that is how to keep your job in these uncertain times. And I know everybody says uncertain times, no matter what time of the year it is, what year, but really I think that these days times really are uncertain. And companies that have always thought that they would outlast the pandemic are finding that their margins are still not as healthy as they used to be, and sometimes there's a reduction in force. So we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So I want you to be prepared to make a case for keeping your job, okay? I know it's not fun to talk about, but I think it's something that you should prepare for. So here are some things that you can do right now in order to prepare your case in case you're made redundant through an acquisition or merger, or if there's a reduction in force and your boss has to decide to keep you or let you go, possibly to let someone else go. So keep in mind, if you get a good severance, like 9 months or more, it might be a good time to look for a significant move up, especially if you've been at the same company for more than 5 years, and definitely if you've been in the same job title for more than 2 or 3 years. It is time for you to make a move up. And you can oftentimes find that your next job will pay you 15 to 25% more than what you're making right now if you switch companies. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're laid off. But whether or not you want to stay in the job you have now, or if you want to search externally for your next position, there are some things that you can do right now to get ready. So first, document your successes. Think about what you're most proud of in every job you've ever held. So if you were to pick your biggest accomplishments for each role that you've had, what would they be? Think about different ways you add value to your organization, your current organization. Think dollars and cents, but also think improved processes or better ways of doing things, time savings. Write down those things, like the before and after pictures of all of those accomplishments, and then think about the differences between the before and the after. So think of yourself as a standalone investment. You may have heard me say that before. A standalone investment with a personal ROI. In other words, how do you pay for yourself in your current job many times over? If you didn't pay for yourself many times over, they wouldn't keep you employed. So all of this information will come in handy if you happen to lose your job, but it's also good to know, like for instance, if you're entering a job market, whether it be internal and you're looking for a move up, or the external job market, the open job market, if you will. So start the documentation process now, today. And I want you to start thinking of yourself as that standalone investment and not just a candidate, whether you're job searching or not. So really ponder that question. How do you personally create an ROI, a return on investment? Also, I want you to spend a moment talking about, or I want to spend a moment talking about the importance of LinkedIn, not only in today's job market, but in your long-term career. And people these days are much more likely to connect with you, even if they don't know you, than in the years past. When our clients use LinkedIn to connect with potential decision makers, they usually get between a 30 and a 40% acceptance rate. And this is for people who have never even met them before. So how can you use this trend of people connecting with strangers to your advantage in the short term and in your long-term career plans? Here's what I suggest. Spend a small part of your day using LinkedIn to connect with executives that might help your career, either now or in the future. Use the people search feature on LinkedIn to find someone that could be your boss in the type of company that you would want to work in next. Keep in mind, 70% of people who change jobs also change industries, so don't be afraid to venture out into other industries. And also keep in mind that because of this pandemic, employers are going to be more likely to hire you even if you're working remotely, which most of our clients over the last year did receive a remote position, and that position will stay remote even after the pandemic ends. And I really think we're going to see a continuing trend of hiring higher level employees like directors and VPs and even C-suite executives who work remotely. I've really seen this trend even before the pandemic. About 2 years before the pandemic, I started to see a trend, especially in technology and financial services sectors. And they're more likely, or more comfortable, I should say, in hiring remote leaders. And I think the pandemic is going to speed up that trend. I think that really working remotely is going to be one of those things that most companies are going to continue to do from now forward. And I think it's because they've realized that in most industries that you can work from home and still get great things done. In short, I want you to reach out to people who are one level above where you want to be in your next job, and venture out into new industries and new locations. And if you're willing to work from home most of the time, you can find something all over the United States or really all over the world. And you don't even have to follow up with anything more than a sincere thank you message right after they connect with you. And then you can reach out to them at any time in the future when you start looking for your next move up. Now, if you do this a little bit every day, especially during the days that you're working from home, it'll pay off big time for you in your long-term career. Think about it this way. So if you collect hundreds, maybe thousands of potential hiring managers, people that have the budget authority and the hiring authority to create a position for you, it doesn't matter how high up you are, but if you are connecting with people that are higher than you in the types of companies that you would want to work in, the size, geographic location, and also industry. You know, a lot of people are looking industry neutral these days. A lot of people are looking all over the United States these days. If you're in the US or in whatever country that you're in, they're looking all over. So when you do that, there are a lot of doors open. And if you connect with the right people now and do it a little bit every day, then if you do lose your job, you've got hundreds, if not thousands, of new people that you can just send a message to. And you can send, you know, you could have a template message that you send out to a couple hundred a day if you need to. But they're all people that will be your connections for quite a while. And then when you need them, you can reach out to them. So I want you to think about also what other ways can you think of to prepare yourself for making a solid case for keeping your job. Not just the dollars and cents, but other ideas. So if you've got those ideas, share them in the comments section below, because we are all in this together. And it might make some others, might help some others out that need to keep looking for the jobs, or they need to keep their job. So I look forward to reading your comments. I'll see you soon. This has been Tammy Kabell, and thanks for watching today. Bye now.